Hello, my name's Rod Matthews and I've been invited to come and speak at the Southeastern BEC in Nowra, and Lynette, who invited me, suggested that it might be worthwhile putting together a bit of a video, just a snippet of to the sort of things that we might be able to discuss when we get together. So the topic is loosely around time management, so our time together is an excellent opportunity to look at what it is we can do to reduce the stress and frustration that can be associated with having, this many tasks and this amount of time. Unlimited tasks, only limited time. We have an opportunity to look at what we can do to reduce the stress and frustration, with those days when you're driving to work and you're thinking to yourself, today's the day I'm going to start on that thing, that big chunky task that you promised yourself you really should have gotten round to a lot earlier than this. You think today's the day. So you arrive at work and of course your desk looks like a bomb's hit it. There's paper everywhere, there's messages, there's mail, there's files, and then you turn on your computer and of course emails start downloading and they just keep coming. And so you think to yourself, all right, well I'll just get rid of some of the easy emails. So you start with the easy emails and you delete the obvious ones, delete the spam, you file the easy ones, you respond to the ones that just require 1 or 2 word answers, and then all of a sudden you realise before you know it, it's that time for that meeting that you've got to go to. So you hop in your car, you drive to that meeting, it takes you an hour at the meeting plus travel time, you come back and now your desk is even worse because people have dropped more stuff while you've been away. And there's more emails as well, thanks very much. So once again, you start dealing with the easy emails. And then before you know it, you look up at the time, it's 3:30, 4 o'clock, and you think to yourself, there's no time now to start with that chunky task because it's such a big task. I've only got, a couple of hours before I'm going to have to go home. I'll best leave that until tomorrow. So you're driving home thinking to yourself, feeling very upset with yourself because today was supposedly the day, but here you are driving home and what have you done all day? Killed the easy emails, gone to meetings, your desk still looks like a bomb's hit it, and that big chunky task is still nagging you. So you get home and it's very difficult to be present with the people you supposedly love, isn't it? Because part of your brain is still worried about that big chunky task back at work. The time that we have together is an excellent opportunity to look at these sorts of issues and what it is we can do in order to be able to increase the way that you feel about what you've done when you get to go home, to increase the likelihood that you're going home thinking to yourself, yeah, today was good. Today I kicked some goals. I got some important stuff done today. We have an excellent opportunity to look at what it is that we can do to help us with that. And when I think about this sort of thing, I'm reminded of a fellow called William James. He lived 1842, 1910, charmed guy, smart fella, smart cookie. His brother was Henry James, the famous novelist. His sister was also a famous essayist. His godfather was Ralph Waldo Emerson. The guy was a philosopher. He trained as a physician. He was a psychologist. Phenomenal guy. Phenomenal guy. He suggests that our self-esteem, and self-esteem was his words, we could probably insert words like, how you feel at the end of the day. How you feel about what you've managed to do at the end of the day. Your self-esteem is a function of first of all, your level of success. So let's suggest we just go back to the example where you arrived and your desk looked like a bomb hit it and you feel as though you didn't get anything done. You've just been dealing with the easy emails all day. So your level of success is quite low. Just to do the maths on this, let's suggest that it's 1 out of 10. So level of success, low. Divided by your expectations. So let's say when you arrived at work that particular morning, your expectations were probably quite high. You thought to yourself, today's the day. Today's the day I'm going to do that big chunky task. I've got the time scheduled in. I've got nothing else on. I'm going to do it. So your expectations were quite high. Again, to continue the maths, let's say 10 out of 10. So you're going to go home at the end of the day where you've got very little done, 1 out of 10, divided by high expectations, 10 out of 10, equals 0.1. So you're not going to feel too good at the end of that day. So perhaps what William James is suggesting is that part of the issue with how we feel at the end of the day, sure, that's part of the equation. Another part of the equation is our own expectations. What we honestly expect we should be able to do in the time that we have. And this is becoming an increasing challenge because of the electronic communications, so mobile phones, being able to see my email on my phone, being able to see my email at work, being able to call someone directly, expecting people to respond instantly. Expectations on ourselves has increased. So our expectations perhaps around our own ability to be able to get things done is higher. And if we have high expectations and a low chance of success, that's when we don't feel too good at the end of the day. So one of the things that we can look at when we get together is how to deal with these dynamics, what we can do to increase our chance of success, and also to be honest with our own level of expectations so that when we do go home at night, we're more present with the people we supposedly love. That we're going home thinking to ourselves, I got some stuff done today. I did well. Shakespeare said that there is nothing neither good nor bad, but thinking makes it so. And if we apply this to what we can talk about when we get together, the way that translates is tasks are not the problem here. The problem is how we think about the task that lays at hand. Thank you very much for watching the video. Very much looking forward to meeting you in person. Have fun. See you in Feb.